Yeah. Trapping, serving Uchi Wally. Get my women body parties. One on one. See something in traffic
I
on
roll
the
up another one while recording.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
I bet.
it was probably about 3-4 months ago out here. They did a tour. It was Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, and Warren G came out here. And I went out, and when Snoop was on, like he had somebody rolling him blunts like the whole time. And they would come up like every verse,
Damn.
every hook, and give him a new one. Just I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, welcome in. Tonight we got a special episode. We're doing a first episode artist spotlight episode. As you know, we just launched the website funtimesnetwork.com, and we're going to be continuing to work with our partners and clients, collaborators, everybody here to do different things. We got the featured artist spotlight, featured businesses spotlight coming up, and our first episode for artist spotlight, none other than JBurna Thuggen, my boy for a long time. Been like 10, 11 years I've been knowing him down.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome in.
Yeah.
And first, I'm just gonna let you guys introduce yourself to everybody, kind of who you are, what you do, how long you've been doing it, and tell us a little bit about JBurna Thuggen.
Oh man. Well, you already know the name, JBurna. You know what I'm saying? The thug ain't saying it right. And as we get more to the interview, I let y'all know why I added, you know what I'm saying? Added the thug and all that, you know what I'm saying, to my name. But shoot. I'm from Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, you know what I'm saying? That town, that's my second home, you know what I'm saying? I fought with Indiana, that's my second home. But Broward County, that's my stepping stone. That's why I put, you know what I'm saying, that's why I put it down at first for anything. I've been doing music since man, a long time since a jit, a baby, like 9 years old. My dad used to be a DJ, a big DJ in Fort Lauderdale. Him and a lot of his homeboys used to have the turntables out, the little mixers, the little recorders and all that. I'd be on the mic rapping, spitting my little lyrics and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I always just had a passion and love for music. So yeah,
Damn.
it's a little deeper than that, but that's just you know what I'm saying, short story. A long story short, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I like it. Everybody's got a story. They start somewhere, and like I said, 10 years ago, you got to think that's when I met JBurna, and back what 9? That's a long time. So like, yeah, just to see that like from when you're young to now, that's how I know. Like when I listen to these tracks, I'm sitting here thinking I was building a list, and I'm like, okay, what songs would I say you should do a music video for? And then I listened to it, and I'm like, fucking all of them. I'm like, because like I think the best way to do it, and it could be, is maybe just do like a 10 track, like 10 track EP, 10 track mixtape album at a time. And yeah, it's gonna cost some money, but like those are 10 like really good fucking songs. I'm telling you, like felt like it's just
Yes,
over
I'm
the years.
saying that's not even
Magic.
that's telling you. Like, I don't know how I do it.
It's
do it.
it's the year. You gotta
Like
think like anything that anybody
nah,
commits
for
to
real.
for that long, like you gotta think now, because I'm like, we're about to be 32 this year. So if you think you started at 9 years old, like that's a long time. Like you're an expert at crafting songs and engineering and like songwriting. Like listening to this, because my
Yeah,
thing is
right.
now is like there's not a whole lot of good songs out there. Like people jump on a hot beat and it goes viral just because of the internet. There's not a whole
Yeah,
lot of good
yeah.
songs. Like there's not good crafted songs anymore.
Yeah,
So
I was just
listening
saying like
to this, yeah.
like like when you say crafting, like just how it's put together. You could tell they just go in the booth and just it's you know what I'm saying, punch in. It's not there's no real substance. You could tell it's not put together. Like it's not if you know, you know. You just gotta know music. You just gotta know to
Yeah.
know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Now, don't get me wrong. Some of this stuff, some of it's hot, some of it's cool, you know what I'm saying? For the moment,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If it's hot, it's hot. If it's hot, it's hot. But you know what I'm saying? Long run longevity, especially for me type of artist I am, you know what I'm saying? I want, you know what I'm saying, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, they, oh yeah, play that JBurna. A lot of stuff they making now, like, you feel me, it's not nothing they're gonna be talking about years down the road. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might ask, oh,
It's
what happened to you, but it's not nothing like, you know what I'm saying?
it's
Not nothing
yeah,
with an impact.
it's not timeless music. Like that's kind of the
Yeah.
goal is to make like there's music you can turn like there's like you turn on Michael Jackson, you turn on Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like there's just certain stuff like years later,
Yeah.
it's still like it's timeless music. And you're right. Yeah, a lot of this stuff it's just like hot because it's the moment of the year. Like you got to think 30 years from now, if they make a song that's so in the moment, they're using like slang and references to shit that no one's gonna even know or care about 30 years from then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
crafting a song, telling a good story. And that's just what I feel like listening to these songs. That's like the first thing I'm like, man, because we that tweet, I was like the engineer. We called him the engineer, but it's because like,
Yeah.
yeah, you get in there and you like engineer these like great intros, these catchy intros, and it goes into the song so well. You know, it brings in
Yeah.
a good tagline and just nobody really does that like consistently anyway. So it's
Yeah.
yeah,
And
I was real hyped when I woke up at like 5 in the morning and I seen you had sent me like 10 songs. I was like, oh shit.
yeah, nah, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I think about a lot of stuff we did in the O every day, like literally every day, literally,
Yep.
like
Yeah,
for
it
real, like.
was
Cause what we did back then, like, like the vision I had in my head, the biggest ever. Like they would have put us up there with Wu Tang. I promise you, they would have put it. I'm telling you, Wu Tang, Bone,
yeah.
all the greatest, because they never seen no group like this. They never would have. They never seen like, you know what I'm saying. Just how everybody come from different walks of life, different. You know what I'm saying? Like just it just would have shook everything up. It would have been lit. Telling you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
it's
that
all
goes
good
into
though. You know what I'm saying? It's all good though.
yeah, because yeah, you learn and like you grow with time and really looking back on it, for me at least, I was just like, I mean, one, we were too much ahead of our time and we didn't know how to
Yeah,
kind of control
yeah.
it and how to
That's the
market it
main
properly.
thing.
It was just kind of we
Yeah,
were all over the
cause
place. It was too, we couldn't contain it
yeah,
and couldn't like didn't know how to really like the I mean the internet was just starting to really jump. Social was just starting to really jump like that. And yeah,
yeah,
we didn't really have that kind of online game plan or that, you know, that marketing game plan to really keep it all together. Cause we did drop
mm-hmm.
some tracks for 2, 3 years. I mean, 50, 100, I don't even know how many, you know. So it's like,
It was lit because we were still in the. It was all type of like. It was all type of shit. It's all type of people asking, "Oh, who is?" You know, I'm telling you, like, especially back then and how young we was and everything that was going on. Done deal. Done deal,
yeah,
but yeah.
yeah, yeah, it was
Done deal.
some good stuff.
I want to say like 14, 20, like 14 and 15. I went back to Fort Lauderdale. And I was just
Okay.
down there moving around for a minute. Then I up and left again. And where did I go? I think I went to Georgia after that. I bought some plays in Georgia. And then I think I came back to India. And I think I came back to no. I went to Georgia first. Then I went back to Fort Lauderdale. Then I came back to Indianapolis. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I need to start bouncing around. I need to just, you feel me? I too much. I said, you know, I'm just gonna stay right here in Indianapolis. Um, so I was just here. I just been here ever since. Yep. But I've been back and forth. I've been bouncing, you know what I'm saying, still doing my thing, but where I lay my head at, I had to, you know what I'm saying, kind of really I wasn't laying my head nowhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go officially. I was out here moving around. But I was like, okay, if I was working, you know what I'm saying, so I can afford, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that where I can lay my head at. So
Yeah, yeah,
about
that's how it was for me. I mean, I went back and forth and then I ended up out here. Like I said, it was crazy how it all happened because after, yeah, you had got stuck out in in Indiana at the time, and then I was there a few more months. I was there till about like beginning of the spring of 2015, and then I came back out here to Arizona and kind of just bounced around for a little bit, and then I got into marketing and like I did that. I got into that with the company, and I stuck with that, and just moved up to different companies from then on. Learned everything I could because I knew like at the end of the day I was gonna come back to this shit. I was just like I knew I couldn't like I just
Yeah,
don't like working for people. One, like I like to be able to have the freedom to create and do my own shit. And I always like to be
yeah,
able to, just being, I mean, you know how it is like when you're in the studio creating or you're behind the
nah,
camera, or you're working on video, you're editing the song. It's a whole different type of high than like just going through,
nah, for real.
regular life working and doing whatever shit. It's a whole nother like that. Like I got addicted to that shit and I was like, I just want to create stuff and like being around music and film and writing for all these years. It just like I learned so much. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just come back to this. Whoever I know that's still really trying to do something with it. Cause I've known tons of people that like, they started originally about something and they just kind of fell off and quit and whatever. And like I look around, I'm
Nah,
like, man,
real
Jay
talk.
Burn is still doing it. Like Jay Burn is still doing it all these years and putting out music better than ever. I'm like, it's about time we link back up.
Yeah, it take time. Yeah, really take time. Yeah,
So
cause
started at 9 years old, you said starting, just picking up and rapping. As far as your dad and obviously and then with the music and all that, who were your biggest influences at the time, for just that era of music? Like who did you grow up kind of listening to and really got you into wanting to be a hip hop?
um, really, when I heard Bone Thugs and Harmony, when I heard them, I ain't never heard nothing like that. I listened to like everybody else, like Pop, Trick Daddy. I like,
All
you know what
right.
I'm saying? I liked all that. You know what I'm saying? Cash, Big Timers, back when Birdman was snapping, all of that type of shit. Um, but
Okay.
when I heard day music, like you know what I'm saying, like with the singing and the melodies mixing and that all that with the rapping and all that, then with the fat, I ain't never heard nothing like that. So I was hooked. I was like, oh yeah, these nigga raw. You know what I'm saying? So that was like that's probably one of my biggest influences. I'm like one of my biggest influence, like you know what I'm saying, was Bone, and that's really where I get the name Burner from. Really, cause Lazy Bone when he had went solo or whatever, he started calling himself L Burner, and then I was just trying to find a rap name. I was going through like little rap names, like you know what I'm saying, that is incorporated with me, and I just had like the name
Yeah.
J Burner. So then I just started running with that, and that was
Hell
just
yeah.
shit. That was just really it.
Yeah, something to
I
me
started
it's
running with
always
that
been
name.
about like you said with the melodies and hip hop. I think good obviously good flow. You want to have a good, strong, punchy flow, but having the melodies to it, that's where music has gone today. I mean, so far to the point where it's like mechanical melodies and shit. Everybody's completely auto-tuned and like it's cool for some stuff, but I mean, all music is kind of like that. It's like I'm sure you noticed that they're just kind of everybody go in there and try to kind of like sing, and it's like that super drugged up like lean music in a sense. Like that's where music has gone. It's like overdone about the melody to where I think the
Yeah,
good constructed songs are not just good flow is not there like it used to be. Like around I don't know 2010, 15. As things started to change, like a lot of stuff started to change. So.
yeah, yep. You could tell like it is a, and then when I say substance, this just means everything as a whole. Like when it comes to just what I'm saying, just the music. Like to me, like
Yeah.
the message, like it's just what everybody rapping about. It's just the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same. It's like you can't. Like it used to really be variety. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
it's just whatever's hot, whatever this that. That's what we doing. That's what we talking
I
about.
mean,
That's what we. You know
yeah,
what I'm
to
saying? It's not
me,
no originality no more. Nobody want to be the one that's like, oh, y'all, while y'all over here doing this, I'm doing this, and I'm gonna make this hot. Like, this is like what it is. Like me, I knew it was gonna take me longer to, you know what I'm saying? Because I just how I'm coming, what I'm talking about, just want to bring it to the table is nobody speaking on that. That's a fact.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And like I said, the consistency over the years, I mean, like just how good you've gotten at truly like building a song and good lyrics and like just like you said, no substance to the songs today. Exactly. It's like they'll go in. It's again, it's like you gotta find all they care about is like they gotta get the hottest beat one. So it's not even they won't even start writing. Obviously, most people are just buying shit or like freestyling. It's not there's really no effort put into like the true constructing of a song. But
Yeah,
they'll go get a hot beat and then it's just like trying to come up with different punchlines and different stuff, and there's no substance, like you said. It's not a doesn't tell a story. It's not a song. There's no message to it. It's
yeah,
just like who can spit out fucking Instagram captions and shit, and just little
yeah,
like.
yeah,
Well, I'm
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
I don't want to listen to that. That's not the hip hop I
yeah,
grew up listening to. Like, damn.
yeah,
So
real
yeah,
talk.
I totally
Yeah,
feel that. Yeah, no
yeah,
substance. And like there might be people that are talented in a sense, but yeah, without substance, you can have all the talent in the world, but no one's gonna put your music on, like you said, 20, 25 years later if you don't have any substance and structure to your stuff. So
yeah, real talk. You don't
hell
got
yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but like, I don't know, like we need that type of stuff. I feel like you need a little bit of everything. But what I'm saying is when just that one thing is the forefront, and they make it seem like that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just what it is. Like, this is just what.
Yep.
Can't explain what I'm trying to say, but you just gotta know music. You just gotta know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. Like, nah, you got this over here, that, but y'all just pushing and promoting and putting one thing, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's making it watered down and not what it used to be. You know what I'm
Oh, absolutely. No, and I saw,
saying?
somebody said the other day because they were talking about like, oh, maybe like they might try to ban TikTok in the US here soon. And a lot of artists were like, that's a good thing in a sense. They're like, because TikTok ruined music. They're like, people are now they're trying to make music with TikTok in mind to like gear towards this audience. Like, oh,
Yeah,
I gotta be able to have a song where they
yeah.
can make a dance to, and they try to come up with these little catchy phrases and stuff. And like, it just, I don't.
I was
There's
just in
no.
the studio with somebody like that, literally. Yep.
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
mean to cut you off,
And
my
they
bad.
really
Like,
do.
literally, I was just in the studio with somebody like that. I was just in the studio with somebody like that. Facts. Yep. No, like you say, like we used to come prepared. Whatever we got written, or you know what I'm saying, however we gonna do it, that's how we used to come. It's the total opposite now. It's literally the opposite. Me, I still do the same thing. Like when I go to the engineer, tell me like, "Oh, bro, you the only person. You come prepare everything. You already got beats, this and that. Air, you know what I'm saying? They come, don't got nothing ready. They wanna get high, and that's it. And then go in there and you know what I'm saying, and punch it in. I mean, now some people can do that for real. Like, you know what I'm saying, go in and just punch something in on top, and you know what I'm saying, they can make, you know what I'm saying, they can whip something up. But the majority, like people I've been around, and I go to studios, like after my session, I might stick around, or I just pull up to the studio and I see the youngins in there, or somebody, you know what I'm saying, a little more seasoned, or whatever the case may be in there. Like they'll come in there 100 deep, whatever, play the beat, everybody, whatever, get their mind right, do whatever you do to get your mind right, pick a beat, jump in the booth. I'm thinking, oh yeah, D-Boy about to snap. You know what I'm saying? Just how, you know what I'm saying? Just how the smoke and mirror
Yeah.
just look behind the scenes. You get in the booth, first 3 lines mess up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, punch me back in. Do the same thing again. Punch me back in.
Oh, man.
Get the
Yeah.
first 2 bars down. After that, they got, you know what I'm saying? Now it just I don't know. It's just crazy. I mean, some people like sometimes I go to the studio, I see some dudes they do it, and you know what I'm saying. They can. Some people it's a struggle. I be like, why you don't come prepared just right? You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. Me, I'm coming prepared every time. But majority of what I see now is not really no real preparation. It's just more like feelings or a vibe. But even then, like that feelings and vibes come and go like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know what I'm saying, like you just especially let's say you just hear a hard beat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you in the studio, you already lit. Okay, put the beat on, do this and that. That feeling might be there for like 5-10 minutes. So a lot of times you gotta, you know what I'm saying, or just come back to it. But a lot of these dudes think, you know what I'm saying, nowadays we gotta go when they go in the studio. We need to, you know what I'm saying, we need to get this done right here, right now. I mean, yeah, you do, but some songs, bro, some beats, like some songs, bro, you really gotta take your time. You got okay, let me do this. Okay, let me come back to this a little bit later because it gotta, you know what I'm saying, gotta be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's nothing like, you know what I'm saying, how we used to go. Now it's just everything is just everybody just, you know what I'm saying, punching off the top, off the top, off the top. There's not really no real construction
That's
to it. You know what
crazy.
I'm saying? Not really no real
Yeah,
construction. But you could tell by, you know what I'm saying, well, listen to the songs. But I mean, some people they punch in so good. You got to think when they in there in the studio punching in, they're already thinking of their next line. So some people go in there and can punch in and put songs together and put the words together. You know what I'm saying? Just like freestyle. It is just like when you're writing, but it's just a well
yeah.
together putting freestyle. But when you're in the booth freestyle, you know, some people can. I know, like me, I can. I can go in there and say something, but I can put it together. I can put it together like the actual song. Some people just go in there and punch in, but it just sounds like they just putting a whole bunch of nothing together. So where some people go in there when they punch in, especially when you got the right engineer, when they mixing it up and putting all this together, they don't even know that you punched in. You know what I'm saying? They just think, oh, he just got in the booth and just went all the way in. Some people do that. Some people, but the majority is it's just a whole lot of chopped up bars and they just put it together. And then, you know what I'm saying? Boom. That's how that shit go.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I'm
crazy. I
saying?
mean, it makes sense because, like you said, they're always going for that. It's almost like this the generation that thinks in like a bar at a time. So it's not even about telling a story. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, what's this? What's this bar? And then punch this bar in, like you said. To me, back in the day, like I mean, we grew up. I mean, we're like old heads now in this generation. About to be 32 this year for me,
Yeah.
and
You're
yeah,
considered
I
old
remember
heads.
writing with the pen and pad, like writing with the pen and pad. Like I was writing with the paper and the pen, and you have like scratched out lines. You'd have your ad libs and the brackets and like commas and shit all over all this stuff, and like you would go in and record. And if you like messed up, it didn't matter if it was like second bar or the 14th bar, like you'd be like, all right, cool, take it from the top. Like we're not gonna like I don't want to kind of because it was almost like the one take was that like that was the energy, and if you come in with two different energies and two
Yeah,
different
that
like
one take energy. Yeah.
yeah, like it just
Yeah.
that's the way I grew up making music. Like
It'll mess up the song, mess up
it's
the vibe. Yeah.
totally
Mm-hmm.
different. Like, I was used to yeah, you write your shit, you go in and you cut your verse at a time, you cut a hook at a time, and then you come in and you ad lib and you overdub and you add everything else. But yeah, damn, that is. This is like that. It's like the TikTok music era. It's just like as they think in one line, you know. Just hey, go in, punch in, punch
Yeah.
in.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Me,
So
like, all my stuff is already written down and ready when I go to the studio. So basically, but I punch all my stuff in though. Like on my verses, I don't go through and just say the whole verse because the breathe and certain words I want to, you know what I'm saying. So I might say 4 or 5 bars, boom, see how that sound. Okay, punch me in. But I'm a vet, so I know how to, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be the same cadence, the same. It's not gonna sound like oh, you know what I'm saying. But everything is, you know what I'm saying. And when I go to this, it's already written and ready to go. When I go to the studio, I don't play no games. I don't even play
yeah,
no game. We can smoke and do all that later. You know what I'm saying? I don't even
yeah,
play
yeah.
no
Because
games.
that's
It could be a
people.
100 motherfucking studio, all type of shit going on, but I be focused.
Yeah, they get in there and wasting studio time because it's like, yeah, you need to if you need to smoke or drink, whatever it is you got to do, like do that before, do that on the way, take a Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much. I mean, I saw that
Studio
way
time
too
ain't
much.
cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah, studio time ain't cheap
definitely.
because and now that you mention that, that's another thing. Like that's different about you know what I'm saying. Now with the younger generation, or just it's not even the younger generation, just people who start younger generation, people who just starting to get in or trying to get into the music, whatever at whatever age. A lot of them, like you, this is another part of the preparation. You wasting your money. A lot of them wasting your money because you got to think you don't spend 200, 150 on 2 hours or however much you spent, and then you don't went in there, you ain't got nothing prepared, nothing ready, you ain't got nothing ready. So that's already 30, 40 minutes, down there an hour, trying to find beats or whatever, you know what I'm saying, in case be. You gotta sit there and you know what I'm saying, what you gotta say, and then you know you wanna, you know what I'm saying, get your mind right. On top of that, that's an hour right there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta come prepared, bro. You gotta this shit like a business. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really take your course serious and for real, even if you one of them who don't write, you know what I'm saying? Already have your beats together, whatever you already got to put together in your head, or you know what I'm saying, the concert, wherever you already, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna run with if you don't write, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I would advise people, but some people just can't write, but they code with that off top. I don't see people like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I could do both, but I just rather write. I just rather write. I'd rather just sit
Yeah,
one time and write,
I
and I
was
write quick. It's not like hey, it's gonna take me.
yeah, I remember people, man. I had this guy, so like I started writing when I was about 14. I started writing. I started recording at 15. And the first producer I worked with, great hell of a producer. But same thing, like, just writing songs. It was like writing songs would take him a really, really long time. So it was just kind of
Yeah.
like, one of those things where you got to recognize where your talent is in a sense. Or like if you're a better producer, like don't try to do too much and become the artist, or like hold
Mm-hmm.
yourself back from being the producer because you
Yeah.
want to be the artist so bad. Um, like for me,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I never was a big freestyler. I preferred to write. I haven't really done nothing in music lately, but every day, same thing. When I drive to work, when I'm driving to the store, I put on songs, I put on music, I'll freestyle. I'll just
Yeah.
come up with compositions in my head because I know still at the end of this day, like I'd love to write songs for people. I'll compose songs for people.
Yeah. It's
Like I was
in you.
telling
Yeah.
you, I did in marketing. I work behind the scenes writing commercials and websites and ads and stuff
Mm-hmm.
for all kinds of stuff. So like that's no problem for me. I'd love to help people, get and make music and get on the right track. So I could probably come back to it and write and record good songs, better songs than ever now. With just not recording and marketing anything for 7, 8 years. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like each year, I mean, as much as you work on something, you're gonna get better at it. And that's just how it
Most
is.
definitely.
Like, I mean, the
Facts.
ability to like switch up like different flow, listening to your songs, like switching up from
Mm-hmm.
different flows. Cause you got like, that original, like you turn JBurna on, it's JBurna. Like anybody that's
Nah, real
been
talk.
around your shit for 10 years, like you got
They
that
know.
recognizable
Mm-hmm.
flow, structure, composition, music. But it's cool seeing the way you've adapted your music.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know
It's
what you're
real.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's next level, like for sure.
I know what you're saying. I know
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like me, I just make like I know like what's quote unquote hot, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
Like you say, a lot of people can't transcend with the time. They can't keep up. Like it's 2022. Some people still rapping like it's 2012, or still stuck in that era, or still stuck in early 2000s, or this that. You got to know how to still be able to do you, but you got to elevate. You know what I'm saying? You got to elevate with this. You know what I'm saying? Because the beats change up, the vibes, the waves change up. I'm not saying follow the trend or with the type of music that they making, but stay true to what you're doing, but certain beats and instrumentals and stuff like that, You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that, but we gotta find what's you though. Don't go. You know, it's like everybody doing like the drill, do this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody following that way, certain beats and certain this and that. I pick, you might think, oh, he about to come on here and start, but it's totally 360.
Yeah.
But it's still what's now. You know what I'm saying? Without all the extra BS and with all the extra BS in it, they like, oh yeah, he's snapping. He really talking about something. And then it's, you know what I'm saying? And it resonates to the jits, the older people my age and whoever this and that. You just gotta know you just gotta know what you're doing. It's like it's just like marketing, bro. It's just like marketing. You gotta know
That's
what you're
why
doing.
people don't realize the whole business to it. I mean, they get in because they think it's a good avenue for them to go viral, which is crazy because right now my girl, like, funny enough, she watches a lot of Love and Hip Hop, like older show, right? But
Yeah.
that's one of those shows, like just observing the music, the way music is and how it changes over time. Like people, yeah, they get into the industry because they think it's good, like marketing for them, and they get in there and they're like awful, like some of the worst, like
Mm-hmm.
just like don't need to be near a microphone, like go do something else. And yeah, some people get in it because they see it's kind of like a new viral opportunity with TikTok and everything and streaming, and I mean everywhere, video game streaming, like everything is about video now. So that's why when I was looking at your list, I was like 10 songs. I'm like, shit, I'm like, it's gonna like it can get expensive to make 10 videos, but I'm like, I see 10 videos in my head. Like I sit there and I listen to these songs and I'm like, there's a different vibe for each one. I'm like, you got stuff,
Yeah.
sliding, like riding and cruising, the slow stuff, I think like Closer to Me, old school, and then you got like bang, you got like hype shit on this. So like that's
Yeah.
why I feel like it go, like you said, across generation. Like you
Yeah.
got the old school like lyrics and storytelling and good rap skill, and then like you have the beats and the punchlines and the transitions and the ability to change the way you deliver the music to where like someone young can hear that and be like, damn, like this is good music, like he knows how to
Yeah.
fucking put a song together.
Yeah.
So that's what got me hyped. Like I heard it and I was like, so talking on that, like let's talk about 2023 a little bit. Well, first, just upcoming projects, like what are you working on right now, besides the songs you sent me, because like we can't be leaking everything to everybody.
Yeah. Because
At the end,
them songs I sent you, you
hey,
got those, and one other person. Nobody
yeah,
even heard none of that stuff. Like
yeah,
nobody,
yeah. Just let me
nobody.
tell you guys, like 10 songs. I got 10 songs, and like they're certified hot. Like every single one is a video. It's a download. It's like these got to get to everybody when it's finished. Like
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah,
sending the marketing army to get this out to everybody.
yeah. So definitely, because this one, like, yeah, this one is like, because I haven't dropped the actual project in since it's like 2015, 2016, like actual
Full
put
pro.
together project,
Yeah.
full project. Yep. But
That's what I was saying. I was like, man, I was like, was it Thug Back 2 or was it after Thug?
Thug Back Two. Yep,
Okay.
Thug Back
Yeah.
Two, and that's a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people still hit me up and talk about that still to this day. Like, but the one I'm working on now is like that on steroids, like big bag of
Like,
steroids,
that's what,
big
yeah.
bag of that protein shake. I'm telling
First,
you, like you heard 10 of them songs already, and
yeah,
that's not even, you know what I'm saying. Some of
yeah,
them might not even, like one or two might not even be on it. I got other stuff. I just gotta, you know what I'm saying, still get it mixed. Like I got like crazy, like
yeah.
crazy.
Now
But
it's good stuff. Like I just see like there's no way people aren't gonna hear this stuff and be like, man, it's too consistent the way you've been putting
yeah,
it out. Like, as long as we market it properly and
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yep,
like
that's what I.
it's
That's
it's
the
just
main
so like
thing.
there's nobody making music this consistent. There's just not.
Yeah,
There's
hmm
not.
and that's the main thing I told myself. Like with this one, that's the main thing I want to focus on is the marketing and all of that when I put it together. Cause basically, I'm just working on trying to get more of the fan base up, my YouTube up, just more of my social media and my following like that. So I got a lot of music on iTunes, Apple Music, and all the other stuff. But I just want on this specific project. I just want to focus just more on the YouTube side, the YouTube and the SoundCloud side, so it'll get more people to go because everybody don't have iTunes and Apple and all that, but I know everybody go to YouTube, and I know the majority a lot of people got SoundCloud too, so that'll get people to migrate to he on Apple this and that too, so um with this
The
project, I want to focus on YouTube and SoundCloud. So when I drop the project, like it's just not gonna be like regular cover or people that it's not gonna be regular how I drop this. It's gonna be video. It's gonna be like a package. It's gonna be like a deluxe. When I
hell yeah.
drop this, like like I'm gonna come with this one.
So you're thinking, how many tracks you think you're gonna end up putting on this one?
Um, and that's another thing. I don't even know how many because me, I put 18 on that mug, but it's like I can't give them 18 tracks. I mean I can, but I can't because it's like like it's just because the attention span of the game now, other stuff like that. It's just like I can't. I just feel like it'll be overlooked if I put, 18, especially just as of right now, 18. I feel like if I put a good 10 on there, I'm good. A
That's what I
good
was
10 on
that's
there,
why
I'm
just
good.
like
I really want to drop back to back.
yeah, if you can, and I know you got like easy 20, 30, 40 songs written right now. So it's like, yeah, I think if you can do 10 hot, so like you make your track, like obviously you got stuff done and then kind of curate your list. You get 10 together, like this could be done project 10 videos, and you just like start marketing them, like each one to each, because there's different feels to each one. It's just like, yeah, it's I mean, I'm ready to hear the rest for sure because it's
Definitely.
gonna
Straight,
be some big stuff.
straight
So you
bangers.
said social media, you said is big to. Oh, and I was gonna say too the Spotify, because that's how I got you on Instagram, was through Spotify search. So like when you're able to put music on the posts and all that it pulls
Yeah,
that from Spotify. So
yeah,
having your stuff on Spotify is big.
yeah. I got Spotify, so I got two Spotify's, but I don't know my listeners, my monthly, nothing. I had two of them, and I go through the little third party to set
Mhm.
up the Apple and all of that, and I got the artist profile, but
Yeah,
I haven't been on it since I got it. 'Cause I was just focused on the Apple Music. I was just focusing on one streaming platform at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be hard. It's hard. Like you know what I'm saying. So I've been trying to focus on. I was trying to focus on one streaming platform at a time. But no, that's crazy though. But it let me know like who was listening from this station, like Shazam, who's Shazamming this, who's doing that, who did it. It's not letting me like actual person, but it's giving me numbers and
right.
you know what I'm saying? The countries and it's all coming from USA somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I don't even have none of these services. I'm just putting it on there. You know what I'm saying? So I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing something. I know somebody listening. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that keep me going. I know somebody listening, and I know, like, what I'm
Yeah.
bringing to the table,
I've
it's
seen,
gonna
like I
be
said,
heard eventually.
I've seen the numbers go up just from watching, the videos and stuff over time. I mean, and like same with us, like we started this Fun Times Media 3 years ago, right?
Yeah,
We went through so many different changes. Like we were like kind of like a video, like we started as an NBA 2K, like kind of a gaming. It was Fun Times Gaming, and we had a sports league. We had an NBA 2K league like online, and then we kind of just kept changing and evolving over time. And then the one thing that was consistent was like I had done marketing and media forever. And
yeah,
then my buddy James, who I started this with, same thing. I mean, he has a background in writing, music, tons of different stuff. So we were just like, man, what do we like? What's our main one consistent that we can do? And it was like video, marketing, just making good content. And then I was like, well, damn, one thing that I was texting you about the other night, one thing I hate about the mainstream media. Same thing with music. It's like they stick to the profile or the sound that they want or the people that they want to focus on, and they only make news and release information about them. And it's like they don't care to broaden their circle and look at anybody else or bring anybody else in. And I
You
want
only
to.
think it's you only think it's a certain handful of rappers in the game. Literally, just how who they put at the forefront.
Yeah,
It's like you see the same features, the same people. You know what I'm saying? And then people always complain, well, their music get trash, this and that. But the people that's right there in front of your face, that you know got time, this and that, you wouldn't even support them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's deeper than that, there's more to it than that. But I mean,
yeah. No, I mean, I
you know
feel
what I'm
you on
saying?
that.
That's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know they got a story to tell. You know, like, oh, he'll get like, you know what I'm saying? He'll get in the game and go crazy. Like he'll really, you know what I'm saying? Switch it up, turn it up. But it's just like, mm, that's just I don't know. People just so used to hearing one thing. It's like when you hear something new and fresh, it's like I don't know. They just want to hate. I don't understand that. So, I mean, some people give it a chance. I mean, majority of people give it a chance, but you know how that shit go. But I just focus on who is fucking with it. I'm not too much worried about, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the one thing about like with the media stuff. You know, they how you more focus on who not vibing with you or who don't mess with you, but it's really a whole gang of people over here that mess with you, but they won't show that. They won't
Yeah,
tell you that. But a lot of times you won't be focused on that because you're so focused on wanting everybody to fuck with you and vibe with you. But you gotta understand, no matter what you're doing, not even the music, everybody not always gonna like you or like this or that, what you do. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta accept that. And me, I've been accepting that. That's why I don't care. I'm only worried about and seeing who is, you know what I'm saying, on my side, who is vibing with me, who is, you know what I'm saying, in my corner. I'm not worried about, you know what I'm saying, this and that person who don't like this and that. You can't please everybody, and I don't care to. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
100%. Because I mean, that's like you said, that's life, that's business, it's
yeah,
life, it's
it's life.
music. It's just like, yeah, like you
Mm-hmm.
can't. It's one of the best strategies to focus on like what's working for you and what you're good
Yeah,
at, and
yeah,
ignore everything else because
yeah.
that's the biggest problem. The whole internet era, like everybody's so emotional. They get a couple bad
Mm-hmm.
comments or
Mm-hmm.
someone says something to them and they're ready to quit, commit
Yep,
suicide, stop recording. Do it. I'm like,
yep.
hey man, like it's not. Yeah, you like you're focused on the wrong stuff. You just simply are. Like you got to look at what's working and then you just tweak it over time. Whatever's not working,
Mm-hmm.
you either stop doing it or you change it. Like,
Yeah, you gotta tweak it or stop doing it or change it. And if it's not working, then just switch it up. Like, because that's not working, that don't mean it's the end. Like, you gotta find what's working. That's all you gotta do. You gotta keep going. You can't quit. That's why I tell everybody you gotta keep going. Like, no matter what, especially if you gotta switch. You know how many times I had to go back to the blueprint, to the drawing board, this and that.
yep.
Like, I just never gave up. And then it's like it's one meme I always seen. It's the dude with the little pickaxe, and he keep digging, he keep hitting the dirt, and the diamonds
Oh,
is like right there. But there's
yeah.
one more swing, like literally one more swing, and he ain't even hit it. He just turned around and just gave up. I'm like,
Yeah.
boy, I'm like, this is that type of like I'm telling you, like
That's
it'd
the
be like
one.
certain moves and plays. I be thinking like, damn, if I didn't shoot these three videos, like I said I was gonna do these three quality videos and start, you know what I'm saying, everything, the blueprint that I had in my head to get it going. I was like, what if I never did that? Then you know what I'm saying? We probably wouldn't be sitting here doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? There's certain stuff like that I be thinking
Yeah.
about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain stuff that you don't do, certain chances that you don't take will set you back. I try to take every chance. You know what I'm saying? I try to take every opportunity and try to capitalize off it because you just never know. Instead of
Yeah.
just sitting there and thinking, like, oh, ain't nothing, no, or just thinking negative. Like, you just can't think like that.
Yeah, no, it's
Can't think like that.
100% the truth. I mean, that image, that meme, like you said, that meme, whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a true analogy about life. I mean, so many times
Nah,
people,
for real.
I don't know how many people have probably got to that level, and it's just like, hey, you
Yeah,
quit, and I
you almost there. You
don't know
just
why.
quit. Like, you just gave up. And you don't even know, like, you don't even know, like, you don't even know certain people was rooting for you because you were so focused, like I say, on people who not, you know what I'm saying, not rooting for you, not this and that. You so focused on trying to please them and try to get them to get on your, you're not even, yes, yeah, man. You're right. Yep. It's crazy.
So I mean, yeah, talking about that because it's this is funny because this is where my mouse is on the questions, but talking about like, yeah, whatever you don't do in life, like we basically get like all we for all we know up to this point, like we get one life and like that's it. Majority of the time, people are gonna be looking back saying, "Damn, it's the shit I didn't do," versus, "Oh, it's the shit I wish I didn't do." It's more of like, "Why didn't I do this?" You know, why like so. I mean, yeah, people just have to like go like this is the time to go all out for it. You can't be worried about whatever other noises around you. Other times people they'll sit there. I've seen people get like they claim themselves to be an artist or a creator or whoever or whatever business owner, but they're so stuck in the phone and like looking and scrolling at other people and they get like depressed, like,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
like
telling you, yeah,
person's they've done 10 songs or this person's on a jet or like fuck they're
yeah.
with this model and they have 10,000 followers and they've only been on TikTok for 3 years or a year and I've been on for 3 years and it's like this measuring game.
Smoke and mirrors. Yes, yes. All smoke and mirrors. You can't measure nobody's success or timing. It's different for everybody. It's not nobody path is the same. Nobody. It's never the same. It's never. It's always different. I promise you, it's always different. If it's supposed to be the same, it'd be it'd be they there'd be Xerox and them bitches out of everybody. Here, do this, do that, and it'll work. Guarantee 100%. Everybody be on it. It don't work like that. And you really got to go out and you really got to step outside your comfort zone. You really got to sacrifice. You really got to, it's really blood, sweat, and tears with whatever you want to do with your life. It's really that. Like, literally, it's really that. You can't give up and you really got to make certain moves. You really got to, you just can't say, oh, I did everything in my, no, you really got to do everything in your power to get to that level. So, or whatever you're trying to do, you really got to, you know what I'm saying? If you need to do something business wise, you need to do this, do that, you need to go to this and link up with these people or do you gotta really do that. You gotta invest in yourself. You really gotta look like something. Especially with this, you really gotta look like something. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta, you know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know
Gotta
what I'm
that's the
saying?
biggest thing
You
is
gotta
invest
invest. You have to invest in yourself, bro. You have to,
invest
bro.
back in
You have
yourself.
to. If
Yeah,
you
because
don't
there
believe in you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. You don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. They be like, oh, you don't even invest $50, $100 into yourself. I've invested plenty of money by myself. Still doing it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
got to. Because yeah, no people think still to this day that somebody's gonna come along and help them and be the magic, person and have this formula. And it's like that's like that shit's in the movies. Like you anything that happens because of you, shit you did or you shit you didn't do. That's all it
yeah.
comes down to. Like and people get so caught up waiting around and comparing. So so I know we said you want to focus on the marketing, the social media. What is kind of your big goal for 2023? What do you see yourself doing this year and what do really want to focus on?
2023, really, I'm really just trying to have like, I'm really trying to break out, like
Yeah.
literally, really trying to break out. Like I'm really, cause I got so many resources that I haven't tapped into, and only reason why, cause I feel like I didn't have nothing to really bring to the table yet, and there's people that you know what I'm saying that I got really got good face with, you know what I'm saying. So it's like I could have been used this connect, I could have been used this person, that person, but I just felt like I didn't have like I just feel like I didn't have a full package together as far as like how I want to come, how I want to be viewed, like image and this and that. I feel like I just didn't have that. I didn't have it all together yet. Like how I wanted it, how I wanted it. But now, you know what I'm saying? Everything is coming together. So I'm gonna make sure 2023, like I utilize every connection that I got. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I say, like breakthrough, like with the tape, the videos, interviews, and then just not even that, because some people they like they don't even know like I do music or do this or do that. They might um like what's the word I'm thinking of? Wow, right now. I can't think of what I'm trying to think of right now. Okay, like personality wise, like let's say somebody met me and they didn't know I rap this and that. They'll probably fuck with me because they like, oh, he funny, oh, he this, he that, da. Then they find out, oh, he do music too, so that's even a plus. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Cause some
Yep. Just
people, cause some people might not like your music, but they like your personality. So
yep.
they're tuning to other stuff you're doing, but they're still tuning to the music too. They not saying this ain't like a track, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody got you know what I'm saying? So like that basically.
Yeah.
That's
But
basically what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to build, like I say, breakthrough. I'm just trying to build my face up, my name, this and that, internet wise. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
And
Building
cause the
building
streets,
brand.
I've been doing that all day, so that's nothing.
Next biggest question, because I was thinking about, damn, like how did I get introduced to JBurna's music, or what was the first song I heard? I want to say it was either it could have been maybe it was Thug Back 2. You were putting together like promo tracks, but Half Ounce. I want to say Half Ounce was the first track.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Thug Bag. That was supposed to be the first Thug Bag. I don't even think I ever dropped a. I did drop a Thug Bag one. I did drop that. That was on that piff. But yeah, that was a no, I think we met before that song though. I mean,
Probably did.
I think you heard a song before that, but I think that's probably like a song that I think a lot of people remember from back then. Yeah, it's definitely one of them ones.
Yeah, around
Yeah.
that time, that was like one of the main ones I remember like
Hmm.
pushing at the time. Shit, yeah, crazy. So out of all, I mean, you've probably made. I would think. I'd see over the years. I would think you probably wrote over 1,000 songs. You would think. You think you wrote over 1,000 songs?
Yeah, way more than that. Yeah, a lot, a
Hell yeah.
lot, a lot. A lot. That's definitely why. That's side note. That's definitely why I want to get into too, like placements for like songwriting, and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Jingles, like you say, like what you was doing, like with the marketing for companies and stuff like that. I want to do that because that's paying. You know what I'm saying? Movies, jingles, like commercials, stuff like. If you can write a rap, you can do stuff like that. You can write. I'm telling you, you can. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Do
yeah.
all of that.
And I was thinking, just listening to. I forget what song it was. Maybe it was either Four Summers or maybe Four Summers or maybe Like Me. Maybe even Help Myself. I don't know. One of them I was listening to, and I was like, I can see this shit in a movie. And then I was like, that's one thing. That's another angle that a lot of people kind of sleep on is like, there's a lot of filmmakers out there that are looking for music in their movies. And you
Yeah,
can go market to their whole fan base and whoever watches their movie if you can get into their movie. Um,
yeah,
so like that's a whole nother angle. Like whatever we got to do to find different filmmakers, get your stuff submitted to those people because yeah, that's a whole nother. You get in a movie that hits and like that movie gets on Netflix, and they're
yeah.
like,
I'm
"Oh,
telling
you
you.
got JBurna on Netflix credits right there." Like that's
Yeah,
just building the portfolio. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
because
that
they ain't
was
want to
something.
know.
Some you got movie music like stuff you can listen to in the club, stuff you can listen to at the house, stuff you can listen to riding, like, and then stuff you can put in a movie. Like yeah, you're on
Tell
that
you.
level of making some good songs,
Hmm.
good shit. I'm telling you. So what out of all what 1,000 plus songs, what is your favorite song of yours? Or a song that means the most to you?
Oh shoot. I
Like two
can't even
probably
have my raps. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
like
write so much and I record. I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie. Like recently, was not released yet, but old school is one of them. The one I sent you, probably one
Yeah.
of my top five.
Old schools. That's that
Oh,
smooth, like that reminded me of that like Pimp C vibe. Like I was just like,
mhm.
yeah, just sitting back, like riding,
Yeah,
going in the whip in the old school.
and
Man.
just the vibe of the song, how I wrote it, and then like on the second verse, what's going on. It's like it's just all real. It's just all real shit. 'Cause, like that's what just really happened. And I came back harder. Like, and
Yeah.
then another favorite song. One on my top is also gonna be Magic City. I don't know what it is about that
Oh
song. I
yeah,
get in
man.
my feelings listening to that song. I just be thinking like,
Hey man, Magic City was
that
sliding.
song is classic. And like, if I was to blow tomorrow, I would do that song again.
Yeah, do a
But I would just put three
re-recording.
verses on it. I would just put three verses on it. I'll
Did
just
you
get a
do
big
a
name. As a remix, I'll get a big name on the remix, but had the same me and Ozzy on there, and then like a feature, like a big feature, like Drake or somebody.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cause like I remember back then we trying to send it to Drake on Twitter because I could hear I saw the part I could hear on that song was Drake. Like
oh,
I
oh
tell you,
man.
Magic City, that's a classic. I'm telling you, that's how I knew. Like I mean, I've been like putting songs together and writing like you know what I'm saying, but I just knew because I remember I let Ozzy hear the beat and I let Ozzy hear the beat and I told him he's like, man, I don't want to make no little female. I'm like, bro, I'm telling, listen to me, bro. I do this. I know what I'm doing. I like, all right, bet. So he went, I forgot where he went, do what he was going to do. I think it was just me and Vic in the studio. We just vibing, smoking, drinking. And then I'm like, all right, Vic, watch this. I wrote my verse, played the beat, wrote my verse, went in there, boom, came out. He's like, oh, yeah, this. Did my little mixing for what it was back then. Ozzy came back, he heard it. He's like, what? He's like, he jumped right on it. That was it. Everybody was vibing to that song. I'm like, I told
Magic
bro,
City
I
was
know what I'm doing, bro. They got that old school sample in it, and the beat is hitting. I still got that beat on the flash drive, just in case.
good. I still got a flash drive from back then. I popped it in the other day. It's got like, I mean, it's so like the folders are all over the place, but because we would we would be so fucking drinking and smoking. So we'd be like, oh, I can't find it. Create a new folder. There'd be like folders in folders. There's beats everywhere. I'm like, there's so much shit in there. But man, yeah, it was some good times, man. Magic City. Yeah, I feel that. And then you never did there was no video we ever did for Magic City that needs to.
No, we wouldn't. You know what's so crazy? We didn't do videos for shit back then, and that's another. If we would have did videos back then, I'm telling you, it would have
Yeah,
been lit.
just
We didn't do
we
none
weren't even
back then.
thinking about it.
I didn't think about that back then. I didn't even think about that. I'm just thinking. I just thinking record out of music. But should be dropping videos. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I don't know why all the things everything I did not think of that. Like that's so crazy to me because usually I be on point, and I don't know why I didn't think because I was even shooting my own videos, but I'm probably because I didn't have the right camera. We didn't have the right equipment. But I don't think nobody had a camera. But
We
I
don't
think it was time. I think it was time we were trying to shoot videos, but nobody had. We couldn't find nobody with the right camera. Everybody had like the little bootleg cameras, the little
yeah.
small square ones with the little VHS recording.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we never. We did end up shooting. I think it was when you were either back in Indiana or somewhere. We ended up shooting like one or two videos. I think for Ozzy song, and I don't think we recorded a video for the one we. Yeah, we just videos was not. We weren't thinking like in that way at the time, but
That's
now
what we should have been doing.
everything is video. Everything is marketing. I mean, you got to stand out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
true, you were like probably the first artist I had seen doing at the time, 2012, like vlogging and YouTubing and stuff like that. Really, like now everybody's got a YouTube channel and everybody's trying to got to do something. I mean, I remember when I first got into marketing business, I had to talk to companies to get on social media. I'm like, if you don't get on social media, you're gonna be behind. I'm like, you reach these people in your city, talk about reaching everybody with what? Like you need to be on the internet. And people never saw the value in it until it was too late. Now everybody's on there and there's more competition than ever, but it's like it's good motivation. You see creative stuff, you want to compete as long as you have that, that dog in you, you're like, gotta not let nobody else be better than me.
Yeah, for real. Yep, definitely right. Cause there's a competition out here, but you know how it go.
Yeah.
You just focus on you. You gotta just.
Well, people get too caught
you.
up. So,
for real, people get too caught up.
Talking about the remit of one of your favorite songs, Magic City. This goes to my next question. Like, If you were to make a song, collaborate with an artist today, a big major artist, I guess you could say, by mainstream standards, like who would be somebody you would want to work with right now, that's doing music?
Future.
Future, yeah, yeah.
Pluto.
That's sensational. Hey, fucking,
It's lit. I'm telling
hey,
you, Pluto and JBurna track is lit.
hey, yeah,
It's gonna be diamond, double diamond, triple diamond.
hey, a triple that.
Promise you.
Hey, Future on Magic City with tell you what,
Oh
man.
yeah. I remix got to switch the whole beat up.
Tell you what, man. Damn, yeah, that Magic City, that was yeah, people were riding around. Magic City was the track. I
Telling
remember
you, bro. That was. I'm telling you, it was just that was the one. That was. I'm telling you, that was just. It was different. It was
I've
different.
been trying to get a hold of Ozzy recently because I don't know what he's up to. I seen like the
Yeah.
last two videos he did. I think he said he's working on a new song from the last Instagram thing I saw, but I think he's in Puerto Rico now. Um, at least
Yeah.
from
I
what
was
I
just out there.
yeah. Like shit, I think because he was in LA for a while, but I think he's in Puerto Rico now. So trying to find out what he's going because like his last couple of songs, he's been on to his change to go to do completely Spanish music. Like that was the move for him. Like he could take over the whole
That's a
damn
big market.
over
Yeah,
there.
that's a big market. I'm not gonna cap. Yep, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it be saying. I just know it's hot though, cause I know he can rap.
I'm
Like
telling you,
we had a lot of songs
I've been
together. You know what
listening
I'm
to his
saying?
last couple of songs. I'm
So I'm
like,
already knowing.
shit be sliding. I'm like, this is
Hmm.
like I never was able to learn Spanish. I'm stuck with like basic ass English, but I'm
Yeah,
like, I know a good, well put together song when I hear it, and like,
yeah.
yeah,
Cause
that's what.
he sent me a whole lot of tracks. It was like last year. Like I want to say winter time. He sent me a whole lot of tracks, and I know what he was saying, but it it was hard though. I'm like, yeah, I already know whatever he's saying is hot. Cause
Yeah,
I know him. Like I
yeah,
know, like you know what I'm saying. When we used to do all the tracks together, like I know, you know what I'm saying. So I know it's the same thing when he transitioned to that, and that's a big market. So I know he doing this thing. Cause I be seeing, like you know what I'm saying. One thing about Ozzy boy, he always, yeah, my boy always did his thing. He always
yeah.
did his thing, man. Like for real, for real. The
Yeah,
boy always
it's
hustling.
crazy looking.
I told him, no free Randy. I always told him, hey, let go for free. Look at him now. I told him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah,
my boy, man.
yeah. Go
Real
just
talk.
seeing, watching and watching your guys' videos and listening to your music now, like after all the years, I'm like, there's been like so much growth, like so much just talent, professional development. I mean, it's really just to, yeah, you're gonna stick to it and
Yeah,
continue to adapt the music and keep going because it's there. I mean, I'm telling you, like when I sit
yeah,
down and like you guys are so much better than like stuff I hear every day on the rate, like the stuff that's
yeah,
out. It's just not. It's really not that. It's not.
yeah. Honestly,
So
definitely, he still motivate me still to this day. I stuff I just be looking at, like this is videos, like this in production, like the people. You know what I'm saying? He got stuff surrounding with. I think BLB is his manager
yeah, yeah,
or something like
BLB.
that. He used to, I think manage for Young Thug or something like that. So you know what I'm saying? I know, bro, know what he doing. It just looking at bro growth. It made me go hard because it's like you know what I'm saying. At one point, we was there together. You know what I'm saying? So it is like, yeah, my boy really doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you got to think, it's like a lot of people that was around is not around no more. Like just in life, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just gave up on this and that. Then I see you, Ozzy, Vegas, other people I know, just just doing what, not even music, like just doing whatever they doing in life. They just still going. They still here. They ain't gave up. They ain't quit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that just make me go harder. It just pushed me to keep going because they motivate me. Because it's like, yeah, they still out here doing their thing. That's what I want to see.
Oh
Like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I
No
still
matter
still
what,
to
no
this
matter how long we my bad, no matter how long we ain't talked or how long I ain't talked seen nobody, like I just know, you know what I'm saying? I pay attention, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good to see and know, like, yeah, we still out here, man. It ain't over. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like people really just be saying fuck it, like for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, it's bad. I seen people like people. I mean, there's tons of people from both side, like either just completely quit, do whatever else. Some people not even here. A lot of people, I mean, passed away. Like you're just like, man, damn, like shit happens. It's good to see people still doing. So that's why I'm like, if at any point in time, wherever, because we're able to make this shit happen. Like we can make this shit happen at some point. All link back up because it can be like whatever project we make. Like, just know it's going to be 100 times harder than anything we ever dreamed of making like 10, 12 years ago when we started doing this shit, because the development and I think everybody's perspective has changed. We know like we were too young back then. We didn't value the type of shit we should have been valuing and doing the type of shit we should have been doing.
Yeah.
So I look at that and I'm like I'm still, because I stay ready to do shit, and I got like ideas for video. I'm ready to do whatever we can to help, like, make these videos, write whatever we got to do. Like it's time to make it all happen. This is the year.
For real.
So
2023.
and then as far as, so you said Future would be the number one person. That's for sure. Future is one of my favorite that's out. He's one of the one. I mean, Future and Drake are like, from back then, 10 years ago, they're kind of like the two that, I mean, Kendrick's kind of still around. There's not many guys from that era that have been like, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, man, Lil Wayne has been like, Wayne's like kind of out of the picture now. Like, I haven't really, you don't hear much about him no more. He's kind of like, a lot of those guys are not, but Future and Drake, 10 years later, they're still out here. So who do you think?
You got carry the torch. Wayne, I feel like Wayne, he don't have to do nothing. Like he don't have to, like he solidified. He already he on the Mount Rushmore. Facts.
Yeah.
Like he on it. You don't have to drop a tape. Like you don't put enough work out there. You don't have to do nothing else. Like you want to hear Wayne, go here. You got a big catalog to listen to. I mean, people still want to hear music and stuff like that, but it's like this is me person. This is my personal opinion. I just feel like he don't have to. Hey, I be chilling skateboarding too. I be picking up bags here and there, skateboarding, selling my merchandise, doing that. I'm not worried about in the studio. Like I'm gonna still be recording because I'm always love music. But as far as feel like I gotta put out music to keep up, I feel like I gotta be. I'm Wayne, nigga. Like talk to me, talk to me nice.
Yeah,
like for real.
So and I guess as of right now, 2022, we're going into 2023. Who do you have as the 5 hottest artists out right now? What, both male and female, if it's a combination, 5 hottest artists to you right now? Because I mean, there's like the internet's so big now. There's some people haven't even heard of. So I feel like almost everybody has a different top 5 nowadays, which is good. So who do you got? Yeah.
I really don't have a top 5. I just be listening to like a lot of underground, because you can say underground shit. A lot of artists I've been listening to. I have to go like off top of my head. I be fucking with that Boston. I gotta fuck with that Boston Richie. Gotta fuck with that. I think he's from Tallahassee too. His name Wiz Heaven. He hard. I be sliding his shit. So I said Boston and Wiz Heaven. Who else? I ain't gonna lie, I really been jamming that Wiz hard lately. That Wiz Heaven. Another legit. His name is Lil Tyler. His shit. I like his flow. He be snapping. I think he's from Tallahassee too. Honestly, I think he's from Tallahassee too. Who else? That's 3, right?
Yeah.
Who else I be sliding to? I be sliding to my dog, Hot Boy, Hot 456. Sliding to my dog. Nah, he hard. He can blow all the niggas out of the water. Hot 456. Look him up.
Yeah. I'll have to check him out. Shit.
That's three. Or is that four?
That's 4, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
four. Um, mm, I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know.
Right.
It's a
And
lot, and I'm
I
high
remember
right now,
too,
so it's JBurna.
right? Yeah, I remember too back
Mm-hmm.
like I don't listen to as whole much as music as I used to, but even then, like I was the type of writer.
Oh, my
Somebody.
bad. Just came to me. Move boy. There we go. My nigga Move boy. Hard.
Yep.
Out of
Yep.
Orlando. Hard.
Yep. Yeah, he been around for a minute. Yeah.
Still smashing shit. I
Yep.
follow Move boy heavy. I follow his music. I follow his music real heavy. Like, yeah. I follow that Move boy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I remember like I was saying, when we would write music when we back in the day, I was always the type to the less music I listened to, it was better for me because I felt like I didn't want to be like I didn't want to get some type of melody or flow or like follow anybody else's lead. I would just like, hey, let me hear the beats. Like all I need is the beats. And like whatever you get, that I know it's originally me. Like it's whatever I'm
Yep.
feeling, whatever. And so I got into that habit a lot, and I've still been that way. Like I'll just ride and listen to instrumentals. I'll ride and listen to beats
Mm-hmm. That's how I
because
am.
I like to just have my like free my mind, have my own, come up with my own ideas and melodies and stuff. And it's crazy. I mean, I remember like back in the day, like we used to mess around with different, but still to this day, and I haven't recorded a song in 7 years, but I can be in the car, I can turn any instrumental on and like go rap a full song start to finish freestyle and have like 15, 16 different flows and melodies in the song and it's all like
Yep.
hard as fuck. I'm like,
Yeah.
it didn't used to be like that. Like I just like I sit back and think I'm like, man, are people still doing it like that? Like is music still even like that? And like if I tried to record
Yeah.
something today, how would it be received type of shit? So that's why I'm like, hey, at some point in time, we got to link back up, and whether if it's one song, 3 songs, whatever it is, like just make a little something, shoot some videos, do a little, yeah,
No, real talk. And hey, we make records. So you
yep,
know, we nigga with JBurna, we gonna make some shit. We gonna make it. Hey, you already know.
yep.
We gonna make something. We gonna make it do
So
what it do.
we talked 2023. Now we'll talk kind of the future as far as like just music and where you see yourself a couple years from now. But like, what's your vision as far as music like the next 5, 10 years from now? Thinking more long term, are you more you want to become a full-time like featured artist? Do you want to get into kind of having your own studio, like you said, writing and like mentoring people?
Mm,
Because I think honestly, like I think you're just reaching like I mean this you're at the best you've ever been as an artist right now, and I think you're only going to get better right now. So how like what do you see this next 5, 10 years for Jay Burner kind of looking like as far as just you doing what you've always wanted to do?
I feel like I'm about to. I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like I'm about to come in the game, crush it. Like really switch it up. Like really leave a mark. Like get people really just talking different. Like just thinking different. Like just like what I'm coming with. Um, and then after that, like I just really want to branch off from that and just really put other people on. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Really just show people like the ropes of this. Like people will talk about the game is to be sold, not told, and all the other stuff. But that's the thing. Like you know what I'm saying? You got to get it. You got to give out this information, whether people gonna use it or not. Like you know what I'm saying? You really got to show people. Like I feel like if I was once I'm given an opportunity, I'm really going when once I get like myself situated and everything else, that's when I'm gonna really show people like really like okay, you got to do this, do that. If you really trying to do this independently, whatever route you choose to take, like really show people. Like how people get on YouTube and how like they got the fake LLC niggas. Oh, to get an LLC, you gotta Nah,
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna have real like I don't like this is gonna be different. I'm really gonna hands on show you like when it comes to royalties. This is what you gotta do. You need to all this that and show people that this what you do so you can what I'm saying. We can make out. We can what I'm saying. We don't gotta keep going to the labels and this and that independently. Yeah, I mean, don't think. But you really but the information I'm giving you though, you still gotta work with this. You gotta use. You really gotta put in hard work. You can't just boom and think, oh, You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I see like my future, like 5, 25 years. I feel like I'm gonna come in, crush the game, do what I gotta do. Then after that, I just feel like after that, I'll probably just I have to teach. Like you feel me? Like take people under my wing, like really trying to do this and like just teach them. Like you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta sign to me. You ain't gotta do this. You ain't gotta do that. I know everybody got their own agenda thing they want to do, but if I can help and really give the game like how it's supposed to be given, like you feel me? Like people ain't passing this game down. You know what I'm saying? They want this or want that. I don't need nothing from you. That's how I
Yeah.
feel. You know what I'm saying? Like. I feel like we gotta do. I feel like we gotta pass the knowledge down. I feel like we gotta so everybody can eat, bro. Because it's just too much stuff we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I didn't know about. I had to really read. I had to go. I had to go to Barnes and Nobles and buy books and on the music
Yeah.
industry,
Yeah.
like for real, and read them and get on YouTube and look up certain little stuff and go in and read up certain little stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? And just really read them books. Like out of Barnes and Nobles, I go buy them books. They be like $50, $70. I go get them. They literally on the music on the industry. It's like 11 editions. It might be more now. Like, it's probably definitely more now. But last time I checked, it was like 11 editions to it. Because the 11th one, they crossed over and told you like about everything is digital now and the internet. So they telling you how the percentages work and what to do and what type of what I'm saying. That's how I know there is just so much. Like what I'm saying that everybody who just think just rap, I get some money and blow up in a check. No, you really gotta know the business. I tell everybody, no matter what you do, you gotta know the business of what you're doing before you get into it. You gotta know the
Yeah.
business first. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be the best, whatever what you do, but you gotta know the business. You gotta know the business. You gotta know the business of this, or they rob you, or you won't get with this. It's all types of that can happen. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know the business. And I
Yeah.
didn't know the business at first. I mean, still a lot about the business I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Still a lot of stuff I'm still learning, but I just
Yep.
always just think, oh, it's just always about just rapping, making music, putting it out, this and that. But as you get older, you know what I'm saying? You go through certain stuff, you just realize certain, it just make you, you know what I'm saying? You just start looking up stuff, you start reading up on stuff and make you, you know what I'm saying? To make you come different, just make you, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? Just make you,
Yeah, yeah, because I know for sure, I
yeah,
mean, fuck, man, like, over the years, like, I mean, we've definitely you mellow out, you get more experience, you get more wisdom and knowledge, and, like,
yeah, basically,
yeah,
yeah.
we were on, like, every when you're young, you're on that crazy shit, and, like, there was I wish, like, that when we were at that age, at that time, 10, 12 years ago, that we had somebody to kinda look up to tell us, "Hey, to do this right and do this way," and we didn't really know. So yeah, absolutely. Like I love that answer because that's exactly what I'm trying to do with this is just like helping others realize they can do stuff the way they can do shit the way they want to under their own terms. You don't need a label. Like yes, you need a good network, you need good marketing partners, you need good
Mm.
people around you. You
Yep,
can't have
need a team. Yep.
negativity, can't be involved in like you got to decide like what you're gonna do and just commit to it. So yeah, once I like that's my goal now is like I feel like I'm at that level, we're at that level, we're building something to help put people on and all of like it's whether it's music or business, it's telling people the shit we wish we knew 10 years ago, 15 years ago, because yeah, it would have saved us a lot of time. And
Yeah,
at the
for
end
real.
of the day, you continue to build people up, they're gonna value that, whether it's in a business way or a networking way, you're gonna get that value back, whether it's money or relationships or a foot in another door. And I think too many people are stingy with it. They wanna like, hoard success. They don't wanna share shit, they don't wanna trust people, which you
They
can't
want
trust.
nobody to be bigger than them.
Yeah, it's like you gotta. got to be willing to give back, to build and give back, and I think that's
And that's what
just
keep you here forever. You build, give back. That's what really, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about nothing. Like that's what really count too at the end of the day. Everybody know, like, oh yeah, he did this and he did that. Especially, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, at the end of the day, like, oh yeah, he did this, he did that. He was, you know what I'm saying? Because most people, they get out here, they get this or do that, say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this between that. They get this little money or this or that. They just their whole 360.
yep,
Amnesia, who?
yep.
I
People
I
changing
ain't
up
said
and not,
nothing. I'm gone.
yeah, man. This, yeah, no, it's good to hear because you need. I mean, I need good people in the
Right.
industry. You need good people in your life in your circle. So it's hell yes, all big on supporting that. So as far as like music and finding you online, we know you're JBurna 954 on Twitter,
Yeah.
YouTube, everything else. Where do we find you on like on Instagram? It's what JBurna underscore Thuggen on Instagram.
Yep. JBurna underscore Thuggen. Same thing on YouTube if you're looking for me. It's JBurna Thuggen. Yep. If you're just looking for straight, cause yeah, just straight JBurna. Me, JBurna Thuggen. Yep.
Yeah.
JBurna Thuggen. Yep. And then Twitter, I mean Instagram, JBurna underscore Thuggen. Yep. And
All right.
then SoundCloud, everything. SoundCloud, YouTube, all that JBurna Thuggen. Yep. hmm
There's
iTunes,
one, man. I'm telling you,
Apple, wherever you listen to.
search it in. You'll find them up.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as videos, projects, I mean, I'm saying, I mean, what you sent me, those 10 songs, like those are all video worthy for sure. But what do you got on the slate for your next video project or next your next move? What can we expect to see from you next visual wise?
I'm probably gonna drop this Uchi video.
Yeah,
That's
that
the one I sent you. I probably dropped that. I think I want to drop that. I just don't know how I want to do it. Like, I want to do it like I don't know if I want to do it in studio. I want to do like like a freestyle video. But I don't know if I want to do. You ever seen Off the Porch?
yeah. Yeah.
I want to do something like that. I want to do something like that. But I just don't know how I want to do it though. Like I want to do something like Off the Porch, but I just want like me. I just want my background, my scenery to be right. Like I really want to be. I want it to be right. I don't want to be somewhere that just look like they just look crazy. Like,
Right.
and
That's one
I
thing
just want to
too,
chop
like
that
with
right.
coming now that I look at music differently when I see it from like marketing and seeing like the attention span of everybody today, like we talked about, and just um, the ability to change and have like a fluid scenery. Um, yeah, I feel like you got to have a couple different backdrops. You know, you got to have a couple different outfit change. It like shit. Just it's a whole like it's a presentation. You know, like you do it for one
hmm
day. But yeah, I feel like if you could have about maybe like eight, 6 to 8 different shots or backdrops over a 2 to 3 minute song, I think that's pretty solid. Um,
hmm
for that one, there's one of them I feel like would be really good for like a moving video one. So either drone or somebody in a car, but where you're kind of like I want it's either old school, maybe it's
Yeah, that's what
old school or
my
Uchi,
homie
one of
told
those.
me too.
But I just
He
kind of
told
see,
me
yeah,
old school.
like a moving, like you're walking or you're in the car and like the camera's moving with you and like whoever else is in the video. So it's kind of like a constant moving frame. That's what I saw for one of them a lot. I was like, that would be really nice. Do something like that. Where you have a couple different alternating backdrops and then you're moving, walking, the camera's kind of panning with you as you're going.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, a lot of different. I'm excited for that because I heard that sample because I know you've been working with Rick and Thaddeus for like long time and they
hmm
like I don't know. There's never to me like there's always that artist that has like the certain producer that they work with that just like that's where they make just like some serious bangers. I feel like that's Rick and Thaddeus for you. I don't know what's some of the other producers you've been working with, I guess recently, because you worked with Rick and Thaddeus for like 10 years now plus. Um,
Yeah, and what's so crazy? That's the first beat I got from them. Probably good 10 years, a long time. Yeah, good long time. Cause I heard that they had took the beat down, and then they put it back up, and I heard it. I went and grabbed it up real quick and just recorded it. And because really, it's really a freestyle. But how I'm saying, trapping, serving Uchi Wally, get my women body parties.
It just hit. Like I was
I
like,
let my I let my homeboy hear. I let a few people hear that song. I'm not gonna lie, and I let everybody hear that, and they thinking what I'm saying that trapping serving Uchi Wally, get my women body party. They thinking I'm every time I'm saying that trapping serving Uchi Wally, they think that's the hook, but it's not.
yeah,
I just know how to write some shit. I just know how to, you know what I'm saying? So they thinking that's the hook. They really thinking it's like an actual song, but really, it's really a freestyle. I mean, I was just on there snapping, just get my shit off. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But people really fuck with it. So it's like I don't know. It's just different. It's always gonna be different when it's you hearing yourself because you just know it's you. But for other people, they don't hear it how you hear it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I mean,
To
some
be,
people do, but the majority they don't. So it's like it's always crazy to me how people like, oh, yeah. I'm like, that's all right. Bet say less. And that old
I
school, like
heard,
you say, that
yeah.
one too.
I heard the beginning. I think it was you had posted it on Facebook first before you sent it to me. You posted like 15 seconds on Facebook. I heard the first 15 seconds and I was like, damn. Because I had first, I think it was, I had heard Ball, like you had posted that a couple months ago. Um,
Hmm.
and then the video for that. So I heard that, but then that was the first one I heard after. And I was like, man, like it's like you're reaching that next level. And still to this day, nobody to me has that like people think it's the hook because it's that good. Like you have that good of an intro. I don't even know what you want to call it, like an intro, prelude, like pre-chorus type of deal. But like, yeah, you've always like from the beginning, from the first couple of songs I heard of JBurna, I was like, yeah, this is like you get people like it's gonna be a banger because you get them hooked on this, like you're telling the little story and it's like building hype before the drop, and then the drop hits and then it like rebuilt and then it just and people aren't doing that.
Yeah.
There's no hype, there's no storytelling. It's just like hard beat and is it something they can dance around to and like no, that's not I'm not trying to listen to that. Like I need that good
No,
music.
for real. And what's so crazy is like I just be writing. Like I just write like how I'm feeling. Like you know what I'm saying. This is what I've been through, the stuff like that. What I'm going through now, and then it's like I don't really be focused on quote unquote writing a hit. Cause
Right.
if you, which like basically if you writing just basically with everyday shit, a lot of people just like us go through. No matter what type of walk of life you go through, a lot of people go through. We all go through the same shit. People stressing this and that. Just when you just writing your feelings down and this and that, just it's just relatable. Like a lot of stuff is just relatable. So it's just that's basically just what it is. Just be relatable. I think that's just the
Yeah,
difference.
I'm definitely excited. Like I said, just get into to be able to work more closely with you this year for sure.
2023 is definitely gonna
It's the
be
year.
like that grind, like that is definitely. I'm telling you, like yeah, I'm telling you, like one-on-one ways. That's a tape. That's what it's gonna be called. One-on-one ways. Like
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
gonna be that
Yep.
one-on-one ways. Like there's a lot of meanings behind that. There's so many. That's why it's called one-on-one ways. Just
And
a one-on-one ways. You'll see when. Hey, I'm telling you, this is gonna be the hardest. One of the hardest. Uh, telling you, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. I promise you.
yep.
It's gonna be that.
Yeah, and it's
And
all like
then
putting all that and then sharing all that content, just the videos, being able to just think getting back on the way you used to vlog and kind of just like even if it's 5 minutes a day, whatever it might be, but yeah, just taking people through the background of it, through the process of what's going on and doing lives on social and the YouTube shorts are really big. That's probably like the biggest thing right now, YouTube shorts and the IG reels and all that. So
hmm
yeah, I mean, we're like, I'm down. Like, let's get it. It's time to work. Time to help each other grow and get this and be all about. Like, I'll I'll try whatever. I'm trying to get like this year, whatever we can do. It's just I'm gonna be reinvesting back into the business. So like, if at any point in time, like you want to do something and we gotta like fly somewhere, I gotta fly out. Like we want to sit down and just do like a working on whatever. Like try to make it happen because I'm at a good position with my work shit where I can be flexible. I don't gotta always be in the office, so I
Yeah,
can be all out. And if it's something that's a project I want to work on, like I'll be there like that. Like we
yeah.
gotta get
Say
this shit
less.
going. So
I
yep,
fly free, so I could be wherever.
yep.
You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah, that's
saying?
right.
First
Yep,
class.
yep. Oh, I can't wait. I'm telling you, I need to get this. My goal right now is 24 to open the studio because we started the LLC. Like I said, we did a bunch of different shit. We shifted from like gaming to like, trying to do full video shooting and videography. And then like we ended up meshing it with marketing. And then I kind of found this sweet spot with the video marketing and like writing and article podcasting and all that. And that's
Yeah,
where I think like that's the next level of stuff because I want to help people like dominate the digital and video and written is like written. The words is how you rank and the video is how you get seen.
yeah.
So like I want to
Nah,
be the
for real.
driving force behind helping the people get on that have been working and earning this for the last, like you said, it's been since you were 9 years old. Like
Nah,
it'll
for
be
real.
it'll be some sweet shit when it hits. So I'm
Nah, for
excited,
real. That's why.
ready.
Yeah, me too. I'm ready because, like I say, just glad I never stopped. Like, I'm just glad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a whole blueprint in my head because I hadn't dropped a video in a long time. There's a whole lot of stuff I didn't do, but I was still recording music, still putting it out. I was still doing like local mics. I was still doing my thing, but like as far as videos and other stuff, like as far as like pushing myself and putting myself out there, how I feel like I needed to be seen and wanted to do, I couldn't do that yet. That's because I just didn't have I feel like I didn't have the right video, man, and a lot of other stuff was going on. But once I got that together, got my cameraman right and all that together, I really started, you know what I'm saying, focusing and putting it out. I was like, okay, now I got something. Now I can really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's how it always is. I mean, we're always more like judgmental of ourselves, I feel like too. Because you do like once you start putting stuff out there, but at the end of the day, I realized for me it's all about volume. And I think that's what's kept you going is where other people have been so worried about, oh, is this like not hot or the right visual? Like you've always been like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep making songs regardless. And due
Mm-hmm.
to that work ethic, you've made, like you've become an elite artist. Like, so now when it is time for the visuals and anything that it is, oh, it's polished and it's coming ready. Like you said, everybody's like, damn, you came prepared. Like you're a professional with this versus people just coming in to try to do this because they think it's a new branding play. Like, I mean, and it's kind of the new thing. It's like, hey, people don't want to work now because they see like what you can do with the internet. So it's like, hey, I'll try music, I'll try podcasting, I'll try OnlyFans, I'll try gaming. And it's like anything you can
Mm-hmm.
do to try to get yourself on the internet, that's what people are trying to do because I think it's like this magic shortcut. But it's
Yeah,
still, hey,
nah,
you
bro.
need the work ethic, you need the skill, the talent, the
Nah.
time,
That
the
should build character.
volume. Oh yeah, people find out real quick. Man,
Yeah, bro, it's not what. I'm telling you, bro, I don't have people who like, JBurna been rapping forever. He ain't if I jump in, they and same thing. They look at me like I'd be like, bro, it's not like I told you. We gotta put in work. And I had other people who always ask me like, damn, bro, how you do this? How you do that? Like, bro, I was been doing this. I was at the gas station
yeah,
two,
I
3 in the
remember.
morning. It's 5 in the afternoon. Niggas 100 degrees outside. I'm passing our CDs. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm at the bro. I was just everywhere on foot, bro. Like at first, it wasn't on. I mean, it was the internet around, but I mean, it wasn't no internet. And then when the internet came around, I was still outside with it. I was still utilizing the internet, but I was just so used to being outside with it.
Yeah,
You know, started just using the internet, stuff like that. Then people from the outside, go, oh, I know him. People I was on the internet, go, oh, I seen you out. Oh, you was over here. I seen you outside. So that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
that
Now,
came about. So now they see you. Hmm.
Yeah, the more I learned it and realized, like, hey, I mean, it's different than back in the day because of how big everything is and how competitive everything is. So like once you can, it really is about building a good network and getting good people
Yeah.
around you, getting those good connections because at the end of the day, like you're as strong as your network is going to be. And yeah, we're getting there for sure. Like it's been knocking on the door and now it's time to like let's go ahead and kick it on in and do what we need to do. So yep, I'm ready.
No, for real
Getting
though.
out
So
there and building. So
about to get lit.
I can't help myself, no, I can't help myself. Bad bitches, bad cars. I can't help myself, no, I can't help myself. All I do is get fly, all I do is get high. All I do is tell her, put her pennies to the other side.